victims of child abuse now in 2009. He tied 3 of my friends to a tree so that I could rescue them. But I love just being at Zorro and pretending to be Zorro. I'd jump off the bunk beds and try and land on certain things and all this kind of stuff. Because I wanted to be something good.
Yeah.
I wanted to be something great. I wanted to be something that I could be the best at. And I just want to say to you that you may not be great in the start, but you need to start to be great.
Yeah.
You may not be great at the start, but you need to start to be great. Because God's got something in order to help you be something. And it's not going to be easy living, it's not going to be comfortable living, but it's going to be excellent living. And excellent living means that you're going to have to push a little bit harder sometimes. Excellent living means you might not fit in with everybody else around you, because sometimes in your workplace, people, when the boss is away 5 minutes early from work, or they'll cut corners in your college, they'll all just get away with the easy amount, or sometimes people will just say, I don't feel too good, so I'm not going to go in today. But excellent living means you're going to push to another standard. It means that you're not going to just fit in with everything that is conforming all around you. There was a pupil in a classroom and they were having a debate about God, and the teacher said this to the class: look outside, class, look at the sky, can you see God? And the class went, no. And he said, there you go, God doesn't exist. And one of the pupils said, sir, can I say something? And the teacher said, yeah. He said, sir, and the rest of the class, look at sir's head. Can you see his brain? That means it doesn't exist. Sometimes it's not about conforming. Sometimes it's not about fitting in with the standard that is set around us, but rising. And I love some of the songs we've been singing tonight about rising up and getting ourselves into a place where we're not going to settle. Abraham's father settled somewhere, but God called Abraham to move and he got the blessings.
Yeah.
Because when you settle, you miss out on some of the things that God wants you to be and do. Let's just read this verse. I'm going to read it from Daniel chapter 5, because Daniel to me was one of the people in the whole Bible. Can we play the amplified version please tonight, if that's okay? Can you get that? Daniel is one of the people in the Bible who epitomizes excellence. He served under 6 different kings, 4 that are recorded in the book of Daniel in the Bible. He served under 2 different empires, an empire called the Babylonian Empire and an empire called the Persian Empire. But you know something? Daniel was consistent under every king.
Yeah.
He was consistent in his living. He was the same Daniel in every situation and under every era. And I want to challenge you, are you the same in every sphere that you walk your life in? Because excellence is about having a consistency of how we live. It's being the same in every area. It's not just being something in church and something in college and something at home, something with your friends, something when you're at the football match, something when you're down the pub, something in the supermarket and something else. It's about being consistent at a same level throughout your life. Daniel was the same. This is what it says about him. And they were picking out somebody that they needed to help with a problem, and somebody came forward and said, you need to get Daniel. You need to get hold of Daniel, because he has an excellent spirit. He has knowledge and understanding to interpret dreams, to clarify riddles, to solve knotty problems. Anyone got a knotty problem? Something that's kind of a bit, can't get undone. And were found in this same Daniel, whom the king had named Belteshazzar. I think that's a kind of an urban ghetto name, Belteshazzar. Now let Daniel be called, and he will show the interpretation. Do you know what? This was not the first time somebody had called upon Daniel because he was outstanding.
Yeah.
In fact, the Bible talks about excellence in 3 ways. It talks about excellence in being outstanding, something that makes you stand out amongst the crowd. And it says, if you've got an excellent spirit, there will be something different about you. It talks about excellence in a place where it's exceeding. It exceeds things. It goes beyond. Sometimes people just want to do the minimum to get by. Jesus challenged us to go the extra mile.
Yeah.
To go further than everybody else will go. To exceed things. And then it also talks about it being over-compelling. Being excellent, as in there is just something of greater value. In fact, it describes a sacrifice that 2 brothers brought, one called Cain and one called Abel. And it said that Abel brought a better sacrifice, not because he brought a sacrifice that was more worthwhile, but it was what was inside of him that made it excellent. It was something that was on the inside. Let me just give you a couple of things that I think you could move into the place of excellence. Because do you know God's excellent, isn't he? How many people know God's excellent? He is an excellent God. Do you know God just doesn't even go to the media